Selkirk welcomed JED-FOREST to Philiphaugh, looking to build on their win last week against Aberdeen. But it was Jed who took the first points, Gary Munro slotting a penalty to put the visitors ahead. The reply from Selkirk was almost instant, Peter Forrest crashing over to give the home side the lead as the game headed towards half-time. Munro did attempt a long-range penalty to try and get JED-FOREST back in front, however even with the help of the wind it just fell short. And so at half-time, Selkirk were in the lead by 5 points to 3. The majority of the second half was scoreless, with both teams showing strong defences to not concede any points. As the game progressed, it was Selkirk who looked the dominant force in attack, but each time they looked close to scoring, they either made an error or were halted by Jed's defence. Eventually, Selkirk did manage to capitalise on one of their opportunities, as Ben Pickles ran in for a try in the corner to extend the home side's lead to 7 points. Ben McNeil, the Jed number 8, then received a yellow card, meaning the visitors would have to see out the match with only 14 men. But this spurred them on to have a spirited attack in the final few moments, knowing that a converted score would end the game a draw. With the last play of the game, Jed used the ball along the back line and centre Ronnie Marshall crashed over to leave Gary Munro an opportunity to tie the game with his conversion. Much to the home crowd's disbelief, the assistant referees were happy with the conversion and the game was tied 10-all. All roads now lead to Riverside Park next Friday night, where these two teams meet again for the rescheduled match from the beginning of the season. Scott, what's your thoughts after that?
Look, it just said to them it's rugby, but it's a tough one to take. We're a dominant team throughout, and we've obviously let them back into the game at the end of the game. It's only 10-3, we're not far enough ahead, but it's fine margins. We've created 3 or 4 clean opportunities in the second half and not converted them into points, which is probably the most disappointing thing. And then obviously it's what's happened at the end. Obviously fair play to them. It's probably the only time they've been in our half and they've kept to hold the ball for phases, and they've scored last play of the game, and obviously it's a sore pill to swallow, but we've got to get some bounce back ability back in for next week, and we've got to take a huge amount out of that as well. And as I said, we're the dominant team, but the final score's not showing that, so it's up to us to front up on Friday night and come back and perform again.
We've done really well to come back from that there. We came right through it. Our own try line there with 14 players the whole way up the field there and scored a great try with multi-phases. So very well deserved for that try. But apart from that, I think Selkirk were the better team today. Selkirk played all the rugby. We kind of stifled us all in the first half. We gave away a lot of penalties, which was disappointing. We kicked a lot of ball away against we having the wind, So in that respect, it was very disappointing. But you can see when you keep ball, we're a dangerous team. And I'm happy we stole a point today. Didn't get me wrong. I think I think Selkirk deserved the win, but I'll take it. Sometimes when you're in this dogfight of where you are just now, you've got to take opportunities like that. And today that was an opportunity that we took, and maybe hopefully we'll galvanise and kick on for that, Jed. In all the years I've played rugby, I've never felt it so intense to play 2 games back to back, certainly in 6 days. So we recognise that in the last couple of weeks. We recognise that, and we'll mix up training a wee bit differently this week. Ease the bodies. It'll be an earlier session now to try and look at the bodies and make sure if anybody's struggling. What I'd like to do is introduce some youngsters. We've got some really good under-20s boys playing at Jed at the moment. So if there's any opportunity at all, I'll be putting the guys in to give them a bit of run as well. But at the end of the day, it just didn't sparkle this game today. There was just something about it. Our defence, our scramble defence was really good at times. There was a couple of opportunities for Selkirk that they just didn't take as well. Didn't put it to bed. But listen, you got to get games like that there. That's rugby, and I'm sure one day it might happen to us as well. But you just got to take the chance.